Molweni, dumelang bagaetso, sanibonani, absheni, dibasheroni kwabanye. Mamelani. Oh, I was gonna say that this Africa, I remember there were illegal immigrants here in South Africa. I'm not sure which city. I think I've already talked about this in another video. But there were these illegal immigrants. They were saying Africa is for one, is for all. Listen, I'm a Xhosa girl. I come from the Xhosa nation in the Cape. That's where Xhosa people are in South Africa, if you are not from here. Now, Botswana is another nation. It's not South Africa, but it's our neighbor. Now, the president of Botswana is a Xhosa man. And I am Xhosa. You understand? But what I understand is that Xhosa man, he may be from my nation, the Xhosa nation, but he is not my president. My president is a Venda man called Cyril Ramaphosa. So just because I am Xhosa, I cannot use my Xhosa card and go and penetrate the borders of Botswana and say, no, the president is Xhosa, therefore I can go there and get access. Africa is for one. Oh my God, I can't do that. I have to follow their laws. I have to follow their immigration laws. In fact, I cannot go there without an e-passport, without documents. I cannot go there without South Africa knowing where I'm going. Because if something were to go wrong there, the one that is responsible for me is South Africa, the leaders of South Africa. They have every right to call my leaders and be like, Nagumtu wenu, even though the president there is Xhosa. There are laws that I have to respect as a Landau. You understand? So I can't use that. And the majority of people in Botswana, they are Tswana people. Abatswana, Motswana people. So, and we have Abatswana and Northwest South Africa and even in other provinces. Tswana people from South Africa, they can't just go penetrate borders as they like there because the majority in that country is Tswana people. Even though it's still Africa and they are Africans. They can't use their Tswana card. What they are going to use is a South African document that permits them to go to Botswana. Because there are laws there. The Tswana people from Botswana, they don't owe the Tswana people from South Africa or accommodation illegally. Not to say we are not welcome there. Now, there are Xhosa people in Zimbabwe as well. I can't just because I am Xhosa now, I can go to Zimbabwe and stay there and do whatever I like because I am Xhosa and my people are there. I have to follow their protocols. I have to follow their laws. You understand? So you can't just come around and use this thing, Africa and Africa for all. There are boundaries and there are rules. And I saw people, these Africans that were busy supporting Mexico, go Mexico, and China as supporting South Africa, as funny South Africa, kwaze kwathini. Mamela Appa, we are unbothered. We are one nation that validates itself, okay? But besides that, since I saw that they took South Africa out of the map and they united all Africans, you guys are hypocrites. And if that person that made that map can catch this video, I want you to do this favor for me. Just to prove that when you are not a hypocrite, that when I also staying here, I'll not pick. Mamela Gestano Sam. Now, this deportation of illegal immigrants and telling illegal immigrants to get out of a country, we are not the first ones to do it. Ghana did it in the 50s. You can go research it. Ghana did it. Ghana said Nigeria must Tamaya, they must go because they wanted to fix their country. So if you are against a country saying we don't want illegal immigrants in our country, then you should also remove Nigeria from that map. Also, I mean Ghana from that map because Ghana did it to Nigeria. And Nigeria did it to Ghana in 1983. They said Ghana must go. You can go again, research Ghana must go. So please, take Nigeria also out of that map. Because the Nigerians that are supporting that, you are hypocrites because even your own country kicked out Ghanaians. Ghanaians were walking with big bags. In fact, some of them, they died on the way out of hunger, out of starvation, out of fatigue. Right? They did that. They died. So if you are talking about, oh my God, they're killing immigrants in South Africa, they are killing illegal immigrants, they don't like their African brothers, also confront Nigeria, because Nigeria did the same thing to Ghana, and Ghana did the same thing to Nigeria and other nations. And the people that are saying it is nonsense, you're supposed to allow other countries to have businesses in the small sectors, in informal trading, blah, blah, blah. Go to Tanzania and see if you're going to get away with that. Because in Tanzania, they say informal trading is only reserved for their local people. They are protecting their economy and saying our people come first. So since you don't like that South Africans are practicing that and South Africans are standing up for their own people, child, remove Tanzania from the map. And also, while you are on it, please research other African countries that are removing illegal immigrants from their country. Countries that are banning Nigeria from coming in because of their behavior. I'll wait. And then you will see how many African countries that you are left with. And since you think, oh my God, South Africa only wants their people, they don't want the rest of us. My dear, when Ghana came to fetch their people in South Africa, guess what they did? They said, can you please screen test these people? They said that to our officials to make sure that these are Ghanaians that are coming to Ghana. They didn't say, oh my God, we are Ghanaians. What South Africa is doing is wrong. So therefore, all Africans must come to Ghana because Africa is for one. No, they said our people. They don't want Nigerians there. On that plane, they don't want Nigerians, they don't want Malawians, they don't want Zimbabweans. They say we came for Ghana. Why? They are prioritizing their own people first. If you were using this, then you would understand that even other countries that allow their people to be here illegally, they don't want what's happening here to happen in their own country. When Nigerians came and say we are coming to fetch our people, they didn't say even Ghana can come. As much as they are yapping, oh my God, South Africa doesn't like Africans. If you like the Africans so much, and Nigeria is bigger than South Africa, né? You have a larger population. Even Ghana, even Congo. I think Congo is the biggest country in Africa. Is Congo calling all of you? Is Congo saying, oh my God, all Africans must come here, we are the biggest country, Africa and Africa for all? Nigerians, they don't want to accommodate you in their plane. They're not calling you to their country. But you guys are sticking together and saying, oh my God, South Africa is xenophobic. They don't want other Africans, but your own countries. They don't want other people. They just came for their people. Why? Because they are prioritizing their own. They are reserving their resources for their own people. When Malawi came to fetch their people in buses, did they say, Nigeria can come? No, it said only people from Malawi. That goes to show you that each house is prioritizing its own people, regardless if you are Africans. So don't come and gaslight us and make us look like we are cruel. Oh my God, you are kicking us out. Nigerians, go enter a Malawian bus right now with your Nigerian documents and see if they will let you in. Zimbabwe, go practice that in the Ghanaian plane and see if they will accommodate you because you are an African. They will tell you straight up, you are from Zimbabwe, Khan 8, we are in Zimbabwe. But when it comes to us, South Africans, suddenly you have an attitude. Suddenly you have a certain arrogance and certain entitlement. Not only do you have this entitlement, you don't abide by our laws, you don't respect our customs, you don't respect our culture. You think you are higher than us, but you come here for services. And these Nigerians, I saw a Nigerian man talking about, oh my God, South African men are weak. They are the weakest. They are nothing. They are false. Nigeria, we've clocked you. You are not as strong as you think you are. You are not as strong as you are shouting. We see you. In fact, South African men, they don't go and run to other countries, leaving their women and their children behind. They are on the ground, fighting for their women and fighting for their children. Can I say that about Nigerian brothers? Because they are here prostituting themselves, impregnating South African women, talking about that they have big dicks. that they can last 10 rounds on bed. My dear, why don't you last 10 rounds in Nigeria while fighting for your women and children? In fact, you guys got your independence before we got our own. You're supposed to be modeling how we should do this life thing. How we should build this African thing. You guys should be modeling that for us. But no. Nigerians by the millions, they are here in South Africa. They are in other countries. Leaving women defenseless in Nigeria. Children are abducted in Nigeria. They are being killed in Nigeria. Women are gang raped publicly in Nigeria. There's Boko Haram in Nigeria. Christians are being killed. Few women are on the streets trying to fight for themselves. Where are the men? Where are the men? Where are the Nigerian men? The giants of Africa, according to them, where are they? Why aren't they fighting for their women? Because our men are on the streets right now. They are fighting for us. And I saw on Cuba this sinister behavior from these other Africans. The illegal immigrants. And before you say even the legal ones, we don't know because our system has been compromised. Because there are other South Africans who are corrupt in this country. Even crime exists in South Africa, I'm aware. Even there are other South Africans who are corrupt. But we're going to deal with them. We are holding them accountable. Don't think it's just you. Before the intellectuals come from me and say, oh my God, the system is failing us. I know it is failing us, but also these illegal immigrants are also a problem. Now, what these men are doing, they are placing babies on the streets as shield. Why are you selling your own children? Children are not supposed to be your shield. Children are not shields. We are marching. You guys are saying that you are at war. South Africans are killing you. They are xenophobic. They are Afrophobic. You guys are fearing for your lives. If you are fearing for your lives, I'm not even talking about women. I'm talking about men. Men. You guys are tall. You guys have 6 packs. You guys have beards. But you are placing children on the ground before you as shields to protect you. Why? If you are so strong and you are the giants of Africa, why are you placing children in front of you? In front of people that you are claiming want to kill you? Why are you doing that? Why are you compromising the future of your country? Why are children on the streets in front of a mob? Why are children on the streets in front of officials? Why are you doing that? South African men, they don't take children to war. They don't take children to marches. The children of South Africa, the babies, 9 months old, 1 year old, 2 year olds, they are at home with their mothers. And they say, stay here. We're going to go and march for our women, for our children. We're going to go fight for our women and children. But you claiming that you are killed in South Africa, why would you put your children before you in a dangerous environment? So that when people